Yes. Skywalker, yeah, it's the paradise. You could bet your bottom dollar, bitch, yeah, okay. Bet the dollar about the rent, yeah, okay. You could bet your bottom dollar, bitch, yeah, okay. You could bet your bottom dollar, bitch, yeah, okay. You could bet your bottom dollar, bitch, yeah, okay. Bet the dollar about the rent, yeah, okay. You could bet your bottom dollar, bitch, yeah, you can show. So B5 I'm a G.I. Joe show. Yeah, B5 I'm a G.I. Joe show. Yeah, B5 I'm a G.I. Joe show. Yeah, bitch, the whole world I be cheating low. Everyone sleeps cause they been in the matrix. Never gon' fall, I ain't been in no breaking. Fly balls, I live on Uranus. Fly balls, put rest on the spaceship. How much you trying to be? Your bitch is fine with me, I will agree. This doesn't find my peace, but I be behind the scenes. I'm in your closet, I'm underneath your bed. I'm in your deepest web, all in your mind. I mean like all of the time, you don't even need your head. Keep the feds on galactic alert, cause I just be acting berserk. I like a jerk, just cause they think they can judge me, but I know my actual work. Got to get hurt, just what I'm passing through. Way over altitude, we on up, right where the magic be. Where it ain't no gravity, with no parachute, yeah. Believe me, I'm raising my vibe, I'm staying alive. Bet you I straight up survive, but they never take me alive like a show. You could bet your bottom dollar, bitch, yeah, sure, okay. Bet the bottom about the rip, yeah, sure, okay. You could bet your bottom dollar, bitch, yeah, sure, okay. You could bet your bottom dollar, bitch, yeah, sure, okay. You could bet your bottom dollar, bitch, yeah, sure, okay. Bet the bottom about the rip, yeah, sure, okay. You could bet your bottom dollar, bitch, yeah, sure. You get sure.
Different world. Alien, the microphone head plus Super Saiyan Dragon Ball XY chromosome Z face. That Battle Blablasky saggy ass titty face. I don't know for that. I don't know for that. Those all rack space goes coast to coast. The goddamn grandma jawline. I don't know for that. Damn son, where you find that? On that PBS channel. PBS channel. All right, now let's check this out. We got to break down the full moon, going in Aquarius and stuff, get your mind magic ready. You know what I'm saying? Get your mind regulated, get your soul fixed. A lot of times, man, y'all soul be in a situation it's impossible to get fixed. But maybe it could be at the mechanic for a little bit and have some little hope, you know what I'm saying? So family around you, your friends around you, certain situations, they can at least have some hope. Hope is a good energy. It ain't good when you overindulge in anything. It's just like water. Drink too much water, you get imploded. You get all retarded gas and you can barely move. You get all stiff and stuff. Got to wait till it break down with all your aminos in your body, just like tree break down oxygen and make nitrogen. So a lot of times you might get lost in hope too much and then play out in the same energy. Esoteric water you was drinking too much and end up being sluggish and slow. Esoterically speaking, in that body, it takes you forever to get to your destination. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. So it's the same kind of energy. You don't think it's something different. It's the same energy. Thank you so much for the cash out. Just be free. Yeah. In the coffee pot with Dane. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff with Dane with the half and half barbershop at the coffee pot. Real stuff. Shout out Just Be Free. Yeah, y'all look for her channel too. She got a channel too. Real stuff. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're going through weird circumstances. It ain't really weird. It's been weird since 2020. You know what I'm saying? It's been weird. It ain't nothing like me saying anything new. Matter of fact, as the teacher, it start to sound redundant after a while. Start to sound like a tape recorder after a while. But I guess I got to say it again. Going through some weird fart clouds. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff just came in different forms. We had different words. We had entanglement. You know what I'm saying? We had narcissism. You know what I'm saying? We had toxicity. You know what I'm saying? So it's still the same thing. It ain't what we do, it's how we do it. We was always in a fart cloud though. always understand it's a fart cloud though. But you know what I'm saying? Just come in different transmutations. So you think it's something new, then it take a few months to leave as that trend or that wave for you to realize, oh, I still was flunked out. Then you let another distraction flunkety energy come in the world again. Then you think it's something different. Then it take a few months to get out of that. Then you got to realize, oh, they all seem like the same thing. I was just thrown in a fart cloud, period. And then now you got to start using spiritual terms like, oh, no, I was going through a phase. Oh, no, I had some sage. Oh, no, I did some strange things for a piece of change to attain the things that was on my brain. Oh, no, I'm going through hell flame. That's really what it's all about. All the other words are just, you got other people who just like you in the world that just went through them same situations, so they just use them words. But at the end of the day, all y'all going through hell flame. That's it. You got one person talking about semen retention. You got one person talking about they glowing. You got one person talking about feminism. We don't need men. You got these group of men talking about, yeah, we need polygamy and we don't care about women with their own mind. And it just get real fart. It's just all y'all need to like, look, separate the fart cloud words and just understand all of it is a fart cloud. And it's like, it's just one word. It's really like, don't. That's probably it. All y'all thrown. That's it. I don't really know how I can't look at y'all any different. All y'all look the same to me. It don't matter what gender, what war, what pill, you know what I'm saying, and what dildo. It don't matter. All look the same to me. Big fart cloud on The Simpsons at the beginning. Instead of saying The Simpsons, and say the we thrown. Real shit. That's it. I don't see no other show. I don't know what else I'm watching. What y'all watching there? That's the only thing I'm watching. I swear I don't see nothing else. Last time I checked, the internet was the new TV. Every time you get on, that's the only thing to watch. So that look like the world to me. Look like the world to me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to be nothing different, or you ain't even participating. You ain't trying to change nothing. Because last time I went outside and smelt that fart cloud peer pressure air thing that they shot in the world with blimps and goddamn chemtrails and stuff. Last time I went up there outside and got hit with the witchcraft. Soon as I took a first breath of fresh air, it wasn't that wasn't fresh. It had a whole bunch of like programs in it and stuff. Like, program, there were a whole bunch of Lil Wayne song titles called "I'm a Beast," all other type songs, "I'm in Love," all other type songs, "Gotta Get a Dollar." It's like it's a big program and sigil fart cloud, and sometimes it's invisible to the naked eye. You know what I'm saying? You need an esoteric telescope to see where it's coming from and to get close to you and stuff. You got to know how to get to see them light flares and stuff. Or you breathe it in, and before you know it, you in life. Before you know it, life hit you, you don't growl, you don't know what happened, stuff got manifested, responsibilities came out of nowhere, like a fart cloud. You be thinking in your head, like, why $1 million or Quincy Jones couldn't fall in my lap or knock on my back door? Why $1 million couldn't fall on my lap, but Quincy Jones couldn't knock on my back door? All these thrown ass problems and stuff like that just seem to follow me everywhere I go. Why I can't get away from them? No, why they can fall in my lap? Yeah, so you be thinking real hard. You gotta think real hard sometimes. Like why is that? Why the universe like that? Why it's so easy? Like, why $1 million gonna fall in my lap? This smack monkey did though. Like, I say, you gotta really think, like, what's going on with this? Really, why Quincy Jones ain't knock on my door? But this bill in my mailbox and the mailman, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta start thinking, like, hold on, what's going on here? Something ain't right. Am I unequal with the universe? You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Real stuff. Sometimes you gotta think, am I unequal? You know what I'm saying? Because you would think positive things, but then you start to look at the negative things. You're like, hold on, man, this is a little bit more on this side, on the percentage scale. What's going down now? And sometimes we like see on the negative side playing out more on the percentage scale. It become like normal, become like comfort zone. So we don't see it that way. But nope, it's that way. Trust me, I be confused every day. I be trying to think to myself every day. I be like, wait a minute. Okay, so this know how to knock on my door right here. But Quincy Jones don't know where I live at. You know what I'm saying? You know stuff. You know, like, okay, this know, you know what I'm saying? This know how to come here and manifest like this flunked out fart cloud. The car get hiccups or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't even say nothing about that. My car going smooth. But I'm just using this as an example. Fart clouds. You know what I'm saying? You know, this car got a hiccup. Oh, they ain't driving right. What's going on with this? How come this has popped up? Like, I ain't have to ask for this, nothing. I ain't pray for this. I ain't meditate, nothing. This just popped up. How come it's so hard for the $1 million to do it? You know what I'm saying? You be thinking like you gotta really think so hard. Like sometimes you're like, wait a minute, what's the difference here? What's the difference? You know what I'm saying? Then that's when you know like the universe, shadow government against you. Real stuff. You know, you getting attacked. You getting attacked by real fart clouds and stuff like that. That's invisible. That shadow government's like architect architecture made up the little golem, and they could float around all in the world and attack people who got their own thought that don't match them having a social security card tied up in all the government systems and stuff. Oh, sad. As soon as your social security card don't look like you participating, you about to get all kind of weird stuff. Anytime you try to get a credit card, anytime you try to like build something, really, anything you get into in business, you're gonna have some weird fart cloud invisible problem. And you're gonna be like, wait a minute. And you're gonna be meeting new people, new managers, new circumstances, new opportunities. They all gonna have the same spirit. They all in the same space, using the same energy in their own individual way. It's all look like it's against you. And you'll be thinking like, what's going on here? It's not like, I'm telling you, it got something to do with your social security number. It ain't tied up to all the stuff that they want you to build their world in. I'm saying, as soon as you go try to fill out an application or try to do something or get into your business or something like that, then your files go back to like the matrix system and stuff like that. They're gonna be like, wait a minute, this person getting money, or like, how come this JB Byrider or something ain't popping? How come this Trump Tower ain't getting support? Who is this person? Who is this? Before you know it, you ain't manifesting. And it ain't even nobody around you to testify. You're like, it got to be something with the universe. No, I'm telling you, it got something to do with the shadow government fart cloud. I'm telling you, it go deep. It go deep. And you ain't got nothing that got to do with their world or your social security name at the moment. Best believe any money that's attached to your social security will be a problem. You will catch a RICO charge. You will get this sweat out of nowhere. You're like, what's going on? Like, all kind. You in a different state. You think you're getting chased by the same person. It's a whole different police force. I'm telling you, they all in the same energy. They all agents. I'm telling you. So they all work for the same corporation. So you like going against the esoteric law, their version of it, the Babylon government, because you live in their city and you ain't trying to go with their jobs the right way. You trying to create in their city. You can't do that. You got to go build a whole new block and city with a group. That's what we bringing us into goddamn full moon in Aquarius right now. With Pluto being in retrograde, but going right back direct, right back to our mission supposed to go based upon these outer planets. Aquarius association, which you can make your here they go. Man, these trolls is on my meat side. I need him to mention trolls every time, but they always expose who they is. Just like the person I just blocked. That's them striking right now. But it's like it's from that group I just debunked. Because all they discrepancies is only like stuff that white man tactic people be into. For an example, this person gonna say, how did your channel, so how famous did your channel get off COVID? As if I'm a person in white man tactic sitting around thinking, how can I get popular? And let me talk about certain topics and that's how I get popular. Like my audience or me, we don't think like that. Kick rocks. Why is you even watching me? It's like somebody that's sitting back trying to assess something, judge something, because they don't understand it. It's not for you to understand. Go get in touch with God. Get off my channel. I'm just God's angel. I ain't God. I'm saying I'm not God. I'd be the last person to hear me say I'm God. And I cast stones and condemn and any reprobate spirit that's down here talking about their God. You take your little demonic self that ain't even got that mind frame to even be watching me right now. Like you ain't even no spiritual mind frame. Kick rocks. Go get entertained with the things you do on the regular basis. Get off my dick. How the hell did I become a fetish for some type of cracker? I hate to even get racist and stuff like that because I ain't racist, but it's like, man, take your fart cloud demonic energy somewhere else because you racist. So I'm getting fighting fire with fire. The hell you on my tail for? I'm more of a concern of that other than you trolling for your entertainment. I'm more of a concern of why are you even interested in me? I don't even get it. All right, but yeah. So like I said, we got this full moon and Aquarius energy going on. So when we start talking about that and things of that nature, this is putting us into, is we 12 minutes in yet? Are we 14 minutes in? So we about to go live and direct. So Moon and Aquarius, reacting and responding to our unique ideas and communication towards community or close circle. You know what I'm saying? So right now, that's what you're going to feel the necessary need or to react or respond to. Or if you're a person that's not necessarily into that based upon your own individual natal chart and alignment and things of that nature, then for the most part, it'll be something that you're forced to pay attention to, but you just might be coming up with ideas how that don't make sense at the moment and stuff like that. Because we always going to be in the current, but it's up to you to be washed up under it or ride the wave and have your highest body, your highest gas body be the head and you be that seat inside of it as a spirit. So your fire, water, air, earth, your liquid and your solid, aka beneath, you're not drowning in that, washed up under the current and which you think you may desire and stuff like that. You're riding above waters, but we're always going to be experiencing the vibrations, the energies. That's what the transits is and things of that nature. So the transit is going to make us self-aware of what we are associated with and make us pay attention to if it's supporting us or not when it comes to our energies that match us. Now, if you don't have a purpose, you don't necessarily even have a starting point to even know what energy you're even have. So for the most part, you're still in the process of learning yourself and seeing what you could even create to even match and develop accumulation in the world. And if you don't understand you in that position and you are in that position, you may go to conclusions to become a hater or a troll first. So make sure you're not in that. Make sure you're more distracted into developing ability. Then once you got a purpose, these alignments let you know how to not get washed up under the current and still go about your goal, your purpose. So it's telling you how to adjust it with what you already do with your own nature. And if the stars align and things of that nature. And things of that nature. Natures. So for the most part, you know the way that you need to direct your godly goal right now is in the way that the moon is in right now. To your communicating or unique ideas that could be towards community or close circles. And if you might have an opposite energy, like I got Leo ascendant, so you might feel uncomfortable based upon pride or ego, open in communication in some way, shape, or form, to create a similar vibe based upon thinking it may destroy the stage that you have set or something like that. So you have to get out of opposite energies, or if you're in square energies like Taurus, Scorpio, or Taurus, Scorpio. There they go again. And this thing. They just retarded as heck. I know it's getting blurry, y'all, because they striking. They got some weird fetish with me. Let me see. So yeah, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. That'll be those would be the square energies and opposite energies. Let me see something real quick. That'd be the square energies and the opposite energies and things of that nature. And for the most part, this will put you into a situation where y'all signs too, the stars might not align, and it'll put you in a situation where you might not do things in the way that it's supposed to be done, like being open to communication or setting the boundaries where you have your own individual idea, and whatever you associated with that don't match that energy, you can start ghosting it or isolating it or coming up with a more positive way to, put smaller on the percentage level of time that you share with these people, places, and things. So you can start being open to a new space to fulfill the people, places, and things you need to be associated with, so it can speed up the process of what you got going on, because that's what life is about too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all didn't even like to go to certain classes in school if your friend wasn't in there and stuff like that. So I'm just breaking it down in certain percentage levels to help you understand where it's always teamwork makes the dream work. And then we need that proper time to ourselves to know how to adjust that. But don't leave one without the other. It's all about balance. You don't want to be unbalanced in no way, shape, or form. Because anytime you in search for balance, you can find satisfaction in having a clear space to be able to of what you're observing at the moment. Anytime you unbalance your energy, so you're not biased. So you're seeing things through the lens of a filtering system. And that bias may have center levels in there to make you feel comfortable, but it's still on the end or the opposite end of another position. And sometimes you have to fight to uphold that energy before it expires. And a lot of times, anytime we're polarized, we end up manifesting situations where it feel like the world is on our shoulders, and we get tired of upholding that character or being seen as the face of that energy. And then when we switch up, everything that we accumulated with that energy may go with it, and we may feel guilty and stuff like that. But at the same time, what's more important, what you accumulated or your spiritual peace? And you always reach that once you done fighting with your shadow priest when you reach your demise. You know what I'm saying? Now, we got also full moon in Aquarius being well, the full moon being in Aquarius, not just the moon in Aquarius, but we also got full moon in Aquarius. This is being fulfilled or unfulfilled in that area. So if you plant bad seeds, this means you're going to feel unfulfilled when it comes to having the ability to share ideas or communicate, or even have the potential of having a community to do that with. Nor do you probably even want one. You'll probably come up with an idea of how you don't even want one and you need to be by yourself. And you don't want to manifest the sextile between the moon and Chiron like that, because you know what I'm saying, that's just going to be the opposite end of an opportunity that could be created to be positive. So you will leave Aquarius out of Chiron and then just be doing something as an individual towards your goals or your passions. So you're already doing some Aries type stuff, and then for the most part, Chiron is in Aries. So that's your first way of making a mistake. So Chiron actually need help, and it's getting help right now with the moon, the full moon. The full moon is going to help the fire have a direction with the air, and it's going to give the air color, character. You know what I'm saying? So that right now you have this ability to take your individuality and actually know what to see or what to look for when it from matching other individuals. So you can associate moon in Aquarius with your individuality of your passions, aka Aries and Chiron. And then that opportunity right there will allow you to find others who's in the same position as you. And now you could come together with others and start to fit and not make the mistake. Stumble across something that if you wouldn't have did, you wouldn't have known that something would have been even better for you than you imagined in the first place of the situation. So that's how that play out with the sun being able to help. I mean, with the moon being able to help Chiron, but you just have to be emotionally reactionary to that. We all got free will. So if you don't react and respond to that energy and do something about it with your own alignment, aka faith and works, ritual and spell, witchcraft, actions in the solid world, then that's on you if you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be crying about not manifesting, materializing, why this, why that, wish I coulda, woulda. You can't do that. Especially when it take ears to see, eyes to hear, and you got somebody like me online talking like this, going deep into it, telling you exactly what to see when you about to make a mistake, exactly what to do when you're bringing transits and alignments together and stuff like that. How to exactly see it, not just be all vague with it, just hearing somebody talk about it because they know about astrology, but not relating it to your actual life of how to actually do it. That'll just be a waste of fart cloud breath air. You know what I'm saying? So you need to make sure that you're putting yourself into the perspective where you're opening your chakras to receive knowledge. So when you're trying to do it in your own life, you don't miss a beat based upon trying to use things for your biases all the time and your desires all the time. So you're only really seeing things through that lens. You're not seeing things for the larger picture of things, how you could still get that crumb that you wanted anyway, but you have to make God look at it like it's something for the overall picture. When you trying to get that crumb, but all you can see is that crumb, God looking at you like you in a small world, and you can't even see God if God was in front of you. And God might even put a lot of things in front of you to see if you will see it, to put you to the test to see if you got potential. And you might not even show God you got potential at some point. Then here come tower moments. Now look, check it out. So moon in conjunct Mercury in Virgo, right? This is going to be misunderstanding how to react or respond. I'm wait on that one. That might be the troll because they done striking, so they probably busy doing something else right now, figuring out how to take Uriel down. But if not, I appreciate that donation from the bottom of my heart. If that wasn't no troll. I just get haters out of nowhere. That's how I know the Pope will become my hater. Like if it was some situation where like we all had to be around these type of things and stuff like that, so it was like a school or something like that, man, I know the Pope would be my. I'd be thinking in my head like, why do the Pope hate me? Like you the Pope, like you the Pope. So you hate me for? It's weird. This world is weird. And then the Pope try to go console and someone flunked out about me though. You know what I'm saying? Where all the Pope just got to do is like get up out your seat and let me sit in it. And everything would be better in the Vatican and stuff like that. But nah, you want to hate and you want to go consoling another smack monkey or something like that about how to get rid of Uriel, or how to make Uriel feel like he alone or something like that, and disown him or something like that. Like, I mean, Uriel not even thinking about that. I'm chasing God. God ain't got nothing to do with this world. You don't either. You know what I'm saying? So the hell with the Pope. You know what I'm saying? And a troll. No wonder they sound the same. You know what I'm saying? Pope troll. Oh, no wonder. I think I need to bring the troll toys back. Where'd they go? Oh, I forgot. They're walking around now. I forgot. Man, once upon a time before, goddammit, My Little Pony and stuff like that, man. My daughter probably would have loved trolls because she liked it. My Little Pony, she liked she liked it. She's a little older now. She don't care about that no more. You know what I'm saying? But back a little bit before my time, and then the remix is, they always had the reruns. My time is like the rerun when reruns is popular. The trolls. You know what I'm saying? The troll toys and stuff like that. That was popular. They was making cameos everywhere. Whoever made the trolls up, they was getting rich because they was in Disney movies. They was in Ninja Turtle shows. They was all over the place. They was everywhere. So they copyright paper scheme. They was getting paid off all kind of stuff. Then they just disappeared. And I found myself questioning, like, what happened to that? I need to bring that back. But I forgot. They walking around now. So I forgot. They coming out of people's butt now and stuff like that, and actually got saying IDs and stuff, and social security cards and Wi-Fi bills and stuff. So it's like, oh nah, dang. I blame the Masons. I blame the Jesuits. I blame the Jews. They always bringing some new character in the world, making smack monkeys and be born down here all the time. Why? Stop doing that, Masons. Please stop. The world will be a lot safer. And they always creating problems and create the solution too. They create fart clouds for parents to be GMO'd in this and bring smack monkeys in the world. They create the solution. Goddamn it, give these people platforms to be trolls and stuff. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy. It don't make no sense. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We also got so like I was saying, Moon in conjunct Mercury and Virgo. And so this is misunderstanding how to react or respond to communicating or sharing the idea about stability or things that we may be worrying about or stressing about. So you might feel uncomfortable during this particular time. It might be something you're going through or something you're worrying about, but you might not know how to have that conversation. And if you planted bad seeds, you might not even have nobody around you to have that conversation with. So that's even double the frustration. That's double the frustration. So you want to make sure that you put yourself in a situation where you start planting good seeds if you reaping what you sow right now. But at the same time, if you're in a situation where you planted good seeds, then you need to be going ahead and communicating with those people that you could be close to about things you may be worrying about, and they can communicate things they may be worrying about, so y'all can reach a conclusion. Y'all can reach a solution, because it's going to be a lot of Earth energy, and we just left the Earth grand square. So it's a lot of Earth energy that we're forced to pay attention to. But if you're too lost into the demonic world, you're letting these things change you. You're not changing it. So you might look at your material, maternal, your lack, your stability, your security, or something like that, and you might use this as an excuse to why not do an ability and claim you got to do one of these things first in order for your ability to be seen the right way or for you to go for it. But you really just get ready to manifest even a more blockage, another blockage, to the point that you ain't gonna have no time to do your abilities, nor do you think you even care about those abilities anymore. You might start developing the abilities within those distractions, and overall, that's not abilities. That's just you getting comfortable in your bullcrap. You know what I'm saying? And you just saying, well, that ain't the life for me anyway. And now here you go being a regular old agent like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And God don't want that for spirits. You ain't supposed to be regular. You're supposed to be one of a kind. How you gonna be one of a kind if you just look like you're doing what everybody else is doing? And if you make, and just because it's a handful of people doing things, if you make up in your mind, well, this look like what everybody else is doing, you separating yourself from a godly mission. It ain't what we do, it's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? So this is just people who lazy minded and just want to keep making excuses. Stop making excuses. This is the only mission. Even if you got a job, if your job ain't for no mission, you're gonna start to see how depressed your job make you. After 3 months, after 5 months, 6 months, and 5 months, and go 7 months, 8 months, and go. If you even last that long, you might self-sabotage that and be at another job and get ready to only be there for 2 weeks. Now you didn't work 90 jobs in the span of 30 days. And then got none of them after the 30 days. About that. That's when you don't got no mission. That's passion. When you got a passion, it can get your job to the point that God might give you the ability that, you know what I'm saying? Real stuff. That's when you deep with God. When you deep, you ain't got no time to troll and strike. You only got time to strike and attack your goals, regardless of the expectation. You know, you feel bad and negative when you in a situation you can't do it. That's the only time you get mad. You ain't getting mad because the reciprocation is getting or not. You get mad anytime you're in a situation where you can't do it. You ain't thinking about reciprocation. Then when you start to get it and attention and stuff like that, it's just an add-on. And then it makes your mission even that much more important. You know what I'm saying? But you can't even start no mission if you ain't showing God that grassroots energy. See what I'm saying? This is what a troll need to start doing instead of starting a grassroots energy of striking me, trying to end my channel. I'm saying, for what? How's you competing with me? And you can't even compete. So I don't even know why you put yourself in that position. I don't care how old you is. You could be 60 years old. You could lack wisdom. That's why you're a troll. I'm younger than you by decades. And then for the most part, I got more intelligence than you, though. I got more wisdom than you. I got enough wisdom to not troll you. I'm saying, I don't even have nobody on my mind. I don't have enough time to spend every day making a career out of putting my names and titles and stuff. God gave me too much other stuff to talk about. All the way down to religious people. I don't even be understanding theologians. Theologians don't be having nothing to talk about. Only thing they know how to talk about is regurgitate somebody else's experiences about life and think that they're teaching people by knowing the exact words that they use. So they're not teaching anything. But a religious person is supposed to be teaching about life and stuff like that. They don't know how to teach. They don't even know where to start to even develop a conversation like how I have. Angels have. You know so they're not in no mission for God. They're just regurgitating someone else who's talking about life, but they're not talking about the life of it. They're talking about the words and what they think the words mean. And this is their way of having Sunday school and stuff like that. This whole reprobate. Thank goodness religion is falling off. I'm so happy. Even soccer moms is second questioning Christianity. They got their own Christianity right now. The soccer mom like, oh yeah, I don't believe in it like that, but yeah, I'm still a Christian. I still believe. So they don't even know what they saying, but it's somewhere overall, it's still a representation of everybody waking up, no matter how low the percentage scale and ladder is. You know what I'm saying? Even the soccer mom like, oh no, I don't believe in it like that, but yeah, I'm still a Christian. I'm saying, so that's when it's done. It's done and over. It's dead. It's gone. It's done and dead. Everything is ones and seconds. You know what I'm saying? God damn it. It don't even make no sense no more to even cling on it in the original way. Nobody cling on it in the original way. So everybody, even when they're clinging on to it, they're doing it in a low vibrational way, but it's still good for everybody. But everybody make up their own version of what they into right now. You know what I'm saying? Even everybody's mamas, aunties, everybody, they all got their own drunken version of Christianity. Or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody practice what they preach or none. It's all some made up stuff. So you got to see it like that first before you get too lost into a moral system and you think you going things about the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll have somebody have some faith in it. But if you was to actually read that Bible for yourself, you'll be able to look at this person's character like, man, you don't practice half of this stuff in here. You know what I'm saying? So just the little parts you be picking out is just, you be using that for witchcraft to make me think like you, or to convince me to do something like you even when you ain't around. So y'all be having family members and friends that be controlling y'all like remote controls when they ain't around. And they use witchcraft. They use certain scriptures that in the Bible that don't even mean what they said it for towards you to make you go to college or something like that. Or make you do something that they need you to do or something like that. It's all witchcraft. Trust me, I had a grandmother too. Rest in peace to her. But trust me, I'm always with Uriel. I always seen where the witchcraft is at. Even when the person who using it just a fool, they don't know what they doing. It just helps them in their own life some type of way. But it's all witchcraft. Don't ever get it fucked up. It's all witchcraft. All witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever get it messed up. I keep forgetting it's the PBS channel. Don't ever get it messed up. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We also got Moon in conjunct Mars. Moon in conjunct Mars and Virgo, misunderstanding how to react and respond to our passions and motivations and desires based on lack of stability, security, or something that we are worrying about. So don't let your lack of something dealing with Earth element distract you from your ability and your passions and your goals. And don't be no fool either, like jump off a cliff. And you're hearing that from an Aries, and it's bad that an Aries got to teach y'all how to communicate or go for something where that's the last thing y'all need to be hearing it from. A last person y'all need to be hearing it from, an Aries. But I'm a higher octave one. I don't count. But anytime y'all got an Aries in y'all life telling y'all about talking or telling y'all about going for y'all passions or something like that, then God, there's something wrong in the world. Something wrong in the world. Because Aries start in this world without that. So we cool that we cool there. Anytime we in a world where Aries frustrated and Aries got to tell y'all to get with that kind of process, now it's a problem. Like at that point, where is y'all Aquariuses? Where is y'all Libras? Where is y'all Geminis? This ain't no Aries job. This is not no Aries job. Now we in a world where Aries right now, an astrologer, and got to remind y'all that this is a problem now. This is some type of problem. Real stuff. If the Aries sitting up here every day running their mouth and telling y'all to come together and stuff like that. Aries doing what? Aries could give a damn about that. So you know we in a fucked up world right now. Y'all know we in a messed up world. This a YouTuber, astrologer, that's an Aries that be talking about finding other halves and stuff like what? Y'all know we in a messed up world. Y'all got a problem, humans. Y'all, something wrong with y'all. No wonder we got all these gender wars and stuff like everything backwards. So I'm convinced now. It start at Libra now. The whole world living so backwards now. It start at Libra. Libra are Aries. Scorpios are Tauruses and stuff like that. It's everything in reverse. Everything in reverse. I'm starting to believe that. I'm starting to believe that. I'm really starting to believe that. Pisces is Geminis. I'm starting to believe that. I'm starting to believe that. I'm starting to think everything is in reverse. Virgos. Virgos. Everything start backwards. No, that'll be half. That'll be half. I was right. Oh no, I'm not right. That is Virgo. That is Virgo. You know what I'm saying? Because Aries would be Libra. Yeah, so right after Virgo, that's Libra. Okay, yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I'm starting to believe that. I'm starting to believe everything is in reverse. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff because we in a real weird world. Weird world. I'll be seeing Tauruses all super deep and stuff like that, and astrology and stuff like that. You come across a Scorpio, it's all like La La Land surface level and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? They thought you think you on the ground like again. I'm like, we supposed to be swimming somewhere? Are we supposed to be trying to find a Titanic with a submarine or something like that? We walking on land somewhere, exposing our stingers and stuff above sand. I was like, what's going on here? Like, yeah, it's backwards. Things is backwards. It's backwards. Real stuff. You got more percentage levels of Geminis that's astrologers right now. You come across a smack monkey Sagittarius. Yeah, they just probably talk too much. Probably just gossipy. Why is they two-faced? What's going on? Like, yeah, I'm convinced. Everything backwards. Yeah, everything backwards now. Because then when you get to Aries, now you got an Aries online talking about other halves and getting, yeah, everything backwards. It's flunked out. It's flunked out. Something wrong with humanity. Something wrong with humanity right now. Something wrong with humanity right now. Real stuff. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. You got all these cancers. Look at 50 Cent. He got all these businesses. He done made the ghost movie. The ghost show. And all these goddamn shows and stuff like that. They got all kind of businesses that look real Capricorn. You look run this cat of cancer. It's cat of cancer. You know what I'm saying? You look at these Capricorns and stuff like that. God damn it, half they in jail. R. Kelly. Look like everything reversed. Everything in reverse. Yeah, I'm convinced. I'm convinced. Everything is in reverse. Yeah, everything turned around. Everything turned around. Something wrong with y'all. Something wrong with humanity. Everything turned around. It's not right no more. It's everybody lower octave, no matter what sign they is. Everybody they lower octave versions. Everybody they lower octave versions. Everybody in their earth signs. Everybody in their opposite elements. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's just everything backwards, but we gotta get this together. But we ain't though. It's taking too long. It's taking way too long. Like, time is flying, people dying, people crying, new M13 mask getting ready to come out next year. Oh, nah, that's it. Virtual reality, that's it. We here. Everybody gonna love them avatars. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna love being in the world of Grand Theft Auto than they real life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already acting like it now. So this is about to look like a convenience. Everybody can't wait. I see it too. I see it on y'all right now. I see it. Y'all wearing it like a jacket in Esoteric World. All y'all already bought that jacket from Bulletin Coat Factory or something like that. I say y'all already got it. Y'all already got that jacket from Michaels. I seen it. Y'all got it from JCPenney or something. I seen it. I seen it. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. I seen that jacket you got from Victoria's Secret. I seen it. Y'all already got it. Got virtual reality logo on it, race car logo, basketball team logos, all the shadow government promoting stuff. I seen it. Y'all can't wait. Y'all can't wait. Y'all can't wait. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's wrong with y'all. All y'all on the race car track to hell with the shadow government want y'all to do. With all the logos on y'all outfits and y'all car, y'all spaceships going right to off the cliff. There, hell. Virtual reality, la la land. I see it. Y'all can't wait. Y'all can't wait to get that extra 6,000 G5 bill. Y'all can't wait. Y'all gonna pay for it gladly too, proudly. Y'all gonna proudly type in all them. You gonna have about 9 passwords just to get in. You're going to do it proudly. Type in all the street walk. Every time you see a street sign, every time you see a street light, every time you see a truck, type in these letters, these numbers, then your email. You're going to be proud to do all that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be, look, yep, I'm being protected. Yep, there ain't nothing to get protected but codes for the shadow government to always get in at free will. That's it. That's the only other things you putting in. You think is what they telling you up under it. Yeah, protect your meter, protect your codes and stuff like that. All the fire. You got lost in the convenience. Ain't had nothing to do with nothing but you put in a code that you don't know you putting in. The shadow government always got free access. That's it. You got lost what they told you. Your next door neighbor can't get in. Your next door neighbor couldn't get in the first place. They couldn't get in when you had 1 or 2 emails. When then once upon a time it was just pick the street lights in your email. Then once upon a time it was just your email. Your next door neighbor couldn't get in there. You know what I'm saying? I got about 4 or 5 of them. They got you rocked in virtual reality rose-colored glasses, words saying that, hey, this protects your thing much better. But they couldn't get in the first place. The only people was hacking is people in the military. That's the only people that was hacking. The intel agency. Wasn't nobody you went to college with that was right next to you was hacking unless y'all ain't in college no more and they went and got that intel agency job. That's the only time hacking became in existence. Don't never believe that the nerd next door to you is hacking. These cats ain't hacking you. Real stuff. Y'all better peep game. I don't know what y'all be lost in. They just be playing y'all like a fool and then make us argue with each other. And then it's all kind of schemes and scandals. And it could be live a Jesuit with a cloak on top of a roof who did that to JFK or something like that. But we somewhere putting somebody's auntie in jail, a.k.a. the nerd next door. Then the news get to make all kind of narratives. Yeah, these group of people went in here and kidnapped this nerd because this nerd got a reputation of going to this school. And all and behind closed doors, they did everything. It's like, oh, y'all got to see that. Why y'all don't know how to see that type of stuff? That stuff be like clear as day. They can't get nothing past me. They can't get nothing past me. But that type of stuff be like clear as day. And then when you see 90% of the world plus the soccer moms and stuff that get lost into it, that just let the shadow government know, oh, look, we ain't even got to throw the whole dozen of eggs against the wall. The first 2 eggs we threw stuck. But the more we let them know we aware, the more they start to get to run through whole dozens of eggs. Now they got to go all the like the grass-fed eggs and stuff, chicken eggs, the brown one that still got the biocon in it and stuff like that, whatever they call that stuff, and the A, B vitamins still in it, and stuff, all kind of stuff. They got to get all the natural eggs, and them don't even stick either. You know what I'm saying? Them don't stick either. When we let them know how aware we is, when we let them know how powerful and how aware we is and how intelligent we are, we let them know you got to come better. And then they don't even be coming better. They just show us how done they is. Look at that, how that new Ninja Turtle look. That look ridiculous. But you know they listening to us. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, they would be creating something new. The same way how they created Ninja Turtle, and that was new. They got to keep remixing because it's they nephews and nieces that's the same age as us and stuff like that. So when they doing behind closed doors and oral tradition, they just copying now because they lack intellect. They lack even knowing the right oral tradition for themselves, and they know more than y'all know. They actually at the Vatican and stuff, like going to college and stuff, just like y'all. But they dumber than y'all, because we in a new shift right now. You know what I'm saying? And y'all got to know that y'all was the people back in the day. These wasn't different people. You are the ancestors. We're all here. We just be taking turns with bodies. This is why sometimes you could give birth to someone. Like, you probably had this in your family. You probably ain't got no children, but you probably got a family member, and you got other family members like, oh, that's our grandmother back. Whoever in your family just had a baby or something like that. We just be sharing bodies, but all of us have spirits. All of us, we all been here, the ancestors and stuff. It might have been a time you was your grandmother now, grandmother or grandfather 2,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And throughout the times, all the way leading up to now. We all just be taking turns. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Based on transition. You know what I'm saying? You might have went first before then because you was their grandfather. So this time you came as the niece, or you came as the grandkid or the nephew or something like that. You came as the grandchild, and now who died after you before, right, is gonna die before you this time. It's like we all in this together, like, you know what I'm saying? You is the ancestor. So when you cling on to a generational curse that goes against you, you have to understand we're all individuals. So in any group, there's always special people that's trying to change and break a generational curse. When you don't understand it, when you having normal conversations and you're just lost trying to rub two nickels together, so you're in the world trying to debate and stuff, you're trying to find things through a bias, so you're using things that make sense in one area and using it in an area where it don't make sense. And things of that nature. So you'll be like, we this type of people, or we supposed to be this. Man, everybody in somebody's family ain't all smart. And then you have people in people's family that's the chosen ones. I hate to use that word, but ones that's smarter than everybody. Then you're supposed to put that in goes beyond into a community. All the way back to Egypt, whatever y'all want to say, 2,000 years ago, that y'all Pan-Africans and stuff. Just because you could say y'all was all the same type of looking people, don't mean y'all all had the same kind of mind. And when we look at any group, all the way down to the micro version of it, the example I'm making to make it simple for everybody, it's always going to be the family that's special to break the generational curse, and it's always going to be the large portion of it that's still in a generational curse. So we don't need to be claiming no large mass in any level, just because we're using it in another area and then we don't know that we're rocking ourselves to sleep with a shadow government program. So when we're not having regular discussions like this, we start having these same type of energies in another area where it don't make sense, and be saying that we got to do something like all people back in the day. So when you self-identify with a generational curse, especially of slavery, right? All the people that look like you or part of your ancestry wasn't slaves. Some of them was the special ones. Some of them escaped. You don't hear about them though. You just want to identify with the retarded family members or the retarded people you would have been connected to. So you're self-identifying with generational curses. You don't have to, especially if you are intelligent enough to even be aware of that. Like what I'm saying, you are a person who's spiritually woken enough to be aware of, wait a minute, I don't need to be accepting energies beyond the generational curse being in front of it. I don't need to be accepting this energy of this person I grew up with all the time. I don't need to be, it goes beyond that. You just need to be a wise spirit in all areas. And therefore, you won't be using one thing where it makes sense in one breath, but when you try to use it in another area, it don't make sense no more. You'll have wisdom, and you won't be in that area looking like a fool, but you think you make sense because you're in that comfort zone of that fart cloud. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it means to have wisdom beyond intelligence or intellect. You use intellect against intellect, not for it. But when you lack wisdom, you only know how to use intellect for it. So you end up being a robot, like an atheist or something like that. You know what I'm saying? For an example, an atheist, they only know how to argue like they're right by presenting a general consensus. But the general consensus ain't telling you this the truth or right. The general consensus is telling you this is just where we at in our studies. Not for you to be the atheist to take their concept of where they're at in their studies and take that as how you're right when you're arguing with other people. And then when people hold your feet against the fire, the only thing you get to say is like to think that you're winning or to think that you can escape or you making sense is, well, we have to wait to the people who's actually into these things to change the studies. So why are you arguing then? We need to argue from these people because they had the right starting point on how to argue. They'd tell me that this ain't the truth. This is where we at in the studies, and this is the talks behind closed doors that atheists or people who trying to argue to rub two nickels together ain't having. They're just using our talking points to claim that they're winning arguments to debunk somebody else because they want to rub two nickels together, which is low hanging fruit energy. So atheists in general lack wisdom and only know how to use intellect. They're robots. But you're not supposed to be in no area and lack wisdom. Always use wisdom because you'll figure out that you be in certain areas creating situations in your life where you're using intellect, but that intellect make you foolish. The intellect that you're using, you'll appear as a fool and it lack wisdom. And even if you're having your way with that intellect, you end up becoming foolish because you will meet your demise. Because eventually all the lies and the things you have told is going to catch up with you. You know what I'm saying? Now, also, we got, now this is important. These ones is important right here, right? We got Moon opposing Venus in Leo. And it's in retrograde, feeling uncomfortable to or opposite to our to y'all love, appreciation, value, and relatable energies. So y'all might create tower moments for no reason by blocking your heart chakra for unapparent selfish reasons. Be careful, don't do that right now. But this is feeling uncomfortable or opposite to your love, appreciation, value, or relatable energies dealing with our creativity or self-expression. See, if you block your heart chakra and don't be open to what they call that reciprocation and reciprocity, then you may create a tower moment or blockages when it comes to your creative expression. There may not be no audience to receive that attention or support or security to make you feel safe about your character and how you express yourself before you even go for a goal or anything. Because when you don't feel good about yourself, you don't even have nothing to present outside. You still have to do some self-shadow work and self-evaluation before you even develop a courage to even express your gifts and talents. You got to deal with your own demons. The own Lucifer sun alignment coming down. So once you start to deal with your own character, looking at yourself in your own hall of amenity, in your own waters, your own hall of mirrors, right? And start to see yourself in a better light, then you will start to not see the way you think you see yourself in a solid world and how you think other people see you. And you will start building those experiences. And then you'll start manifesting people, places, and things and outcomes that prove you right. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be telling y'all, nobody ugly. You know what I'm saying? So if you think you ugly based upon Walt Disney or whatever like that, you're going to be flunked out. And all you're going to do is manifest yourself around people who look at things in that way and that similar way. And then they may justify you to think you're right. And you might hide yourself from the world where that you ain't right. It's all about blending in a circle that match your energies. And therefore you become the most beautiful thing there because it's the eye of the beholder and it's how we create things. So we always have to understand we have to change their environment, not allow it to change us. And we might not just be in the right space that represent the energy that we're in, and we might be matching the space of an energy we don't care about at the moment. If we in a certain space to feel negative, and then we create the gas and the liquid of thinking and feeling we're ugly, we're going to manifest the representation of that space we are in and have all the people, places, and things who feel the same way, so they can't wait to tell somebody else they're that way first so they can feel better about themselves. And in your mind you may think that they're not that way, but the only reason they felt the necessary way to call you ugly because they ugly to themselves and they know it. So don't even compare and contrast into like you thinking that they ain't ugly. No, for them to even be that low to call you ugly and for you to be that low to think that they ain't, you got a weird problem with you too. It's always a teamwork makes a dream work thing. You always got to understand that. Because obviously, let's say if they physically not ugly, so you're trying to get lost in the solid world and just don't think a person could be ugly, gas, and a liquid too, right? You still have to be spiritually inclined. So I'm glad you watch my channel because you'll be able to understand for that spirit to even still be around you somewhere, they're ugly spirit. So they're using their solid beauty as a sense of getting their cake and eat it too, or having things get their way. So they are ugly spirit in general. So just to be around you to call you ugly, and if they're not ugly in a solid world, this is how they feed their ugly spirit. So it don't matter how you cut it. People just ugly. Always start from it like that. You know what I'm saying? Then 10 years have passed, and you'll probably run into this person at a grocery market, and they all messed up, probably in a wheelchair and stuff. You'll probably be like, dang, what happened to you? Yeah, I was in an accident 5 years ago or something like that. And it all makes sense to you in your mind. It all makes sense to you in your mind at that day. It'll all make sense to you at that day. So stop living your life putting seconds and minutes and hours into fart cloud energies. You know what I'm saying? Always know that everything could be changed the way you do it. And eventually the chakra will bend down and be like that physically. You know what I'm saying? Which my whole point is you're never supposed to get lost into the solid world anyway. So you're never supposed to look at yourself ugly anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? You leave ugly spirits around you in that space alone. Don't let them drag you in it. You ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked, Wilbur the Great started getting rich. So ain't no excuse for you and your knowledge and your PhD. Ain't no excuse for you to be depressed. You just ain't doing what you're supposed to do, period. You finding things to not do stuff. Finding excuses. God don't like when a person lost. Because last time I checked, anytime you're trying to find something, something's lost. Your damn mind. But yay. Now look, check this out. We also got Moon opposed Lilith in Leo. There's going to be feeling highly sensitive to being embarrassed about our character or the way we express ourselves via our associations or what we are associated with. So we could be in that kind of situation right now too. You know what I'm saying? So this is just a fart cloud. If you think you need to take a chill pill and don't interact because you think that's the actual fact, then just take a chill pill. But I'm letting you know that it ain't a fact, but you might feel like you could be embarrassed or something like that based upon your character. But if you fight against these energies, that's you not getting washed up under the current. I'm just letting you know you might feel that way because that's the alignment that's going in the sky. So you might react and respond to the way you express yourself or your character or your creative gifts. And you might be like, oh, this would be embarrassing if I express this or something like that. So let me not do this, that. You might have that energy right now. But I'm just letting you know you only got that energy from the alignment. Don't get washed up under the current. Don't believe that. It ain't you. So once you fight that uphill battle and do what you're going to do anyway, go through that little weird energy of feeling like, oh, maybe I did do something wrong or whatever like that. Then be strong enough to not let it make you turn around off the path. And then you'll start getting confirmations that, nah, that's how you're supposed to feel. You're developing a new space. You're going through a birth. That this is what you're supposed to do. You shed it. You didn't hold something on. You let it go. You ain't washed up under the current. Now you start to get more comfortable doing that, and now they become like nothing. You be like Uriel then. Okay. Even when resistance do come, you know what I'm saying? You like, oh, you familiar with it now. Oh, this is what I'm supposed to experience. Oh, I got another ability. Oh, I got another angle to attack a subject matter. Oh, I got another this. Oh, I got another testimony. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Then the whole time though, God giving you accumulations for you to keep doing it. So the stuff that people be chasing, you actually got it because God know that these are the things you need to keep doing what you're doing because God like you doing things for God. You know what I'm saying? Shedding. God like to shed and be nothing. Anytime you could be a representation of that, you're on a mission for God. So God give me abilities to shed from fart cloud thoughts, feelings, actions that's no longer useful. And I'm always able to develop abilities to maintain what I'm doing for God. And God give me the confirmation by showing me things in the solid world to keep me going. So I'm not depressed or distracted thinking how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. And those thoughts ain't got nothing to do with an ability. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I'm doing the ability, God gonna make sure I have things in the solid world to make me distracted with the ability. Anytime I get too lost, take the distraction that I accumulate from the ability, then for the most part, then God gonna start taking things away. And then I'm gonna be more distracted in the day trying to hold on to abilities or I'm gonna hold on to distractions, my bad. Hold on to distractions and stuff like that. And feel like I'm insecure and I can't keep going and I got to figure out how to get these things again and that ain't how it go. That's not how it's supposed to work. You know what I'm saying? So that becomes an idle mind. You ain't doing things for God anymore. You figuring out how to keep something or get something again other than just doing the ability. And then once God see you doing the ability, God gonna make sure you have what you have to stay peaceful to continue to do your ability. And that be confirmation that you're on the right path. When you're on the wrong path, you start to not even do the ability anymore. You're trying to do things to make it seem like that's what you got to do before the ability can even play out. And nah, you shaking hands with the devil. You trying to make something go your way, make something easier, where actually you make it harder because you living backwards. It might look easier in a 1, 2, and 3rd dimension. You start doing it, it's longer to get to your goals though. So you actually made it more harder in a 4th, 5th, or 6th dimension. You made too much gas and solid, and too much gas and liquid in one area, and made it and thought that the solid was gonna come faster. But the larger the liquid and gas is, the longer it takes to produce into the solid. So it play out like it's longer for your manifestations to materialize. That's how it play out in reverse. If y'all get what I'm trying to say, if you there where I'm at right now, in the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension, astral traveler. Now also, we got Moon squaring Jupiter, right? So we have to learn how to react or respond properly. So we have to communicate and socialize in order to expand on our stability, security, support, and material and maternal. You know what I'm saying? We try to do too much individual stuff, that's taking your ass right to hell where Chiron and Aries is at. Be careful. Moon squaring Uranus also. We have to learn, even if it's frustrating at the moment, or we got to swallow our pride. Learn how to react or respond to our uniqueness and our originality, and learn how to change, rebel, and oppose against things that's outdated. I don't care how much comfort zone is in that area and high the percentage level it is. You have to put yourself into the situation where you have to change or rebel against this old and outdated circumstance, living condition, character, old and outdated thought form you in. However, you got to change it. Time to change. Your Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus. So Uranus is the planet of change. And what we have to change when it's in Aquarius, Saturn things. You have to change reality. You have to be unique in your way of dealing with reality and your status. Your status have to be unique. You know what I'm saying? This is what makes Aquarius is slightly different than Capricorns. Because Capricorns is the feminine side of Saturn. Aquarius is the masculine side of Saturn. But it's co-ruled by Aquarius. It's co-ruled by Uranus. So they're doing the same thing Capricorn's doing, just in a more unique way. They both enter reality, status, security, stability, material, maternal. Just Capricorns do it in a practical way. Aquarius is doing it in a communicative way, right? So they like to communicate and associate themselves with others in their reality that they can build on. Saturn type stuff, right? But then they add Uranus. They do it in a unique way. So the way they see reality may be unique. The way you may see them on their status may be unique to you, or maybe rebellious to you, or something like that. But it's still dealing with Saturn. It's just co-ruled by Uranus. So we're forced to change with our emotional space in some way, shape, or form. And anytime you're holding on to some old and outdated, you're going to manifest results that's opposite to the Aquarius energy. And then therefore, you're not going to have no supporting system or caste or community, or even the supporting community within yourself, the collection of thoughts and feelings that can support courage for you to go for your goals. So you have to be careful that you don't be too idle-minded right now and be isolated, and then manifest a situation where you planted bad seeds and be isolated from any of your goals manifesting because there's nobody around, no object or no place that you was building rapport with to be there. What was that? Now, also, we got Moon sextile and Chiron in Aries. So I broke that down earlier. Use that as an opportunity. Don't become an opportunist, or don't get too distracted to the point that I want to do everything myself. And if whatever you're doing yourself, as soon as you direct it towards some type of passion, motivation, or desire, that's Aries. So you automatically gonna start flaring up, goddammit, Chiron, and then make a mistake. And the energies that's there to help you not gonna be there. Aquarius, because you didn't blend it in with the moon. I'll say you decide, I just want to do this on my own. You didn't think to communicate or open yourself up to someone else that's in that same type of space. So here you're getting ready to lack. You know what I'm saying? All right, now also, Moon sextile and North Node in Aries. Also, so this also going to help us find our spiritual path during this particular time. So you're going to find your spiritual path through your associations or what you are associated with. So if you are a non-negotiable type of individual, you're going to suffer at this time because you're not going to be able to find your spiritual path. You're going to be too distracted into trying to do something alone. And your spiritual path is associate yourself with others, even if it don't work, and you still have to be alone after the fact. You have to develop the ability from that experience and things of that nature, and so you can know what to look for next time. But if you're not participating with the world, you're not going to be used for God or the universe. You're just somewhere stuck between limbo. You know what I'm saying? And then at that point, you don't want to be mundane. You don't want to be mundane. All you about to be seeing the same numbers every other hour. You about to be seeing 227 this minute, next hour come 333, next hour come 887, and none of these don't mean nothing else but your asses don't get off your ass and do anything. So you got a whole lot of time to subconsciously train your mind to look at the clock at that same time every day. So every time you see the clock, it's 6:12. And you go, oh, I'm always seeing this number. Yeah, you always bored and Beavis and Butthead. Start doing something. That's when you start seeing the same numbers, but you a mundane spirit. If you start seeing the same numbers, but you doing things and positive energies happen, that lets you know you're on the right track. So, and the numbers represent whatever that you're experiencing and what you're doing. If you start seeing the same numbers and you're doing stuff in life, but the outcome after you see that negative number is bad things, that's a message that you're on the wrong track. And the number, gematria and numerology is supposed to let you know what you're involved in energetically at the moment, so you can stop manifesting that and get up out of that cycle. Thank you so much for the donation, Power of the P. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And this is definitely Power in the P. Oh, it's that real stuff. And women know it. Real stuff. But other than that, yay. And I won't be a man if I don't sit there and give props where it's due. I give it up. It's so much feminists right now that the way they arguments is, and the way they trying to put cages on it and separate it, they would even make a real man be like, forget that. I don't need that. I get a blow up and up. But look, I'm so much of a real man. I don't care how much I see feminists complaining about that. I will always give it up. Yep, that is your power though. Yep, I ain't gonna front though. It is. I'm happy for it. Yes, and I came out on one. You know what I'm saying? So could we argue about something else now? Yeah, I said that's all I can do as a man. But they out here so strong. A few men might turn into better males because it could be justified right now because they going hard saying, yeah, the men only think they can control the woman, this, that, and the third, and they only care about that and stuff. I don't like the way they trying to say men care about that, but I'll be the last man to tell you I don't care about it. I'll be the last man to tell you that, though. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you that right now. I gives it up. I give respect where it's due. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. I'm going to tell you that right now. Now, I can't get that low. I don't care how demonic spirits is to make me want to jump into that battle. I refuse to go that low and say something where I know in my heart, I really don't think that way. You know what I'm saying? In my heart, as Uriel, I likes to give it up. You know what I'm saying? I refuse any demonic spirit that want to put a cage on it to make me feel different either. Even if it is some good nickels you could rub in it, because it's a wave and a trend right now. And all you got to do is put some things in your title, get 1,000 stuff. You know, angels ain't into all that. You know, so angels like to keep it real. And by me being in the man body right now, I gives it up. I'm proud to do it too. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody you jump in, you just got to know what power you got and what power you don't got. I was born in a man body. I don't got that power. And I'm willing to give it up and give that respect too. You know, I ain't gonna let no other spirit bring me down, even if they is in that gender, to make me feel like I can rub two nickels together by telling them a good way, intellectual wise, why I don't need it. No, at the end of the day, no, that don't feel good in my heart. Yeah, I said, no, I don't really feel good in my heart. No, I don't think I care about nickels that much. I don't think I care about being in algorithms that much. It ain't that important. 1 or 2 live streams, that's cool. I'm bored now. I don't really feel that way in my heart. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's probably about it for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm bored with it already. Can we all come back together again? You know, so that's it. That's all our angels think. That's it. I don't think no other way. I'm sorry. Can we come back together again? That's it. That's it. That's the only way angels know how to think. We've been trying to do that with God for ages. God been saying, get your smack monkey ass away from me. Oh, forever. I just lost my wings, all kind of shit. Nonsense. You think I want to deal with that with humans? Shoot. Y'all the first ones I'd sit there and fight a little bit, but shit, next day, I don't hold no grudges. I came as an Aries. I'm like, shit, can we love again? You know what I'm saying? Really, like I said, once again, y'all got an Aries telling y'all this. Y'all know humanity fucked up right now. I had to do it one time, man. I had to do it one time, YouTube. I'm sorry. Keep it green. Please keep it green. I did that out of love. I said that word out of love. Come on now. I said that word out of love. For real. Everything backwards. Y'all got an Aries talking like this right now. This world backwards. It wouldn't. Y'all, this don't sound like this like 5 years ago. And then when goddamn it Uranus was in Aries and stuff, I wasn't talking like this. My name Dolo. That's all y'all heard. Thousands of live streams before he was even live. Pre-recorded videos. You need to be to yourself. Forget the world. The religion ain't real. Atheists stupid too. That's all y'all heard. It's isolation. Oh, I'm tired of that. Oh, I'm saying real shit. Time to put like an S after the W or something like that. Dolo, so his other half or something like that. I'm saying real stuff. Time to grow up. Time to get a little closer to God. Unfortunately, we gotta do it through humanity. I'm saying real stuff. That's the only way. We gotta practice ways of coming together. We got lost in these separation forms. We all separated, all the way from our other halves, other circumstances, our whole businesses. We need to bring together all kind of shit. We too separated. Shadow government figured out how to come together first. Now we float. I'm saying now it's harder for us to get back on track. That's it. That's all. That's it. It ain't nothing else. You add anything else to it, you a narc. I don't want to hear it. You ain't part of my tribe. You don't reflect me. Anything else sound like narcissism. I'm cool on that. We got enough gender wars out here. No, we got enough of that. Got enough. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Now, also in this thing, right? We got so like I said, moon sextile the north node and Aries, so we can get help finding our spiritual path right now. You just got to not be flunked out. You know what I'm saying? You got to not. It's like too much energies out here to get us liking virtual reality and stuff before we even got to pay for that Wi-Fi bill. Before they even engineered it and make you feel like, yeah, let me go get a job, and you built their world. So you're like, yeah, I got a good job, mom. I got a good job, dad. Yeah, what you work at? Yeah, we make virtual reality glasses. Then before you know it, the shadow government did the esoteric version of it, speculative, made us all believe something first. Then before we know it, for us to survive, survival mode, security, stability, support, safety, shelter, and support. We need business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's one of these jobs. You thinking you got a good job, but you building our demise too for us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, sound good. Yeah, I got a good job, everybody. Yeah, sound good, but goddamn it, our demise. We all got virtual reality glasses over our head. So all they had to do was lay on their stomachs, come up with the idea, and then make us build it. But then make us care about it. Oh yeah, we could get insurance. We get a good job. We get a car. We get a credit card. Yeah, so in our mind, we ain't doing nothing wrong. We just arguing amongst each other with crumbs. You know what I'm saying? Thinking we doing a good thing. Building our own demise. The next thing you know, they got a logo on some new cryptocurrency money or something like that. It's what we built on back of their logo that we still going to jail and in the hell for. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it ain't got the pyramid on the back of the dollar electromagnetic bill no more. You know what I'm saying? It got a virtual reality glasses on there now. You know what I'm saying? Now we dying for Theo notes and stuff like that, and that's invisible, and you just got a credit card with a logo on it, virtual reality logo on your goddamn online logo card. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. We all dying over that now. We all killing each other over that, and we built that. We built that. Just like got all these Pan-Africans still going to jail and can't take care of their kids. So that's why they debating 24,000 times out of the year and stuff like that, right? And then they talk about we built the pyramids. But yet, somebody else using that No Limit logo. That's somebody else Cash Money logo. It's on the back of somebody else's Smack Monkey grandkids and stuff like that on the back of it, and you flip and see a pyramid back there. So how is it their logo? They made us build they shit and it's their logo. But it's supposed to be ours if we built it. So it ain't about to be the pyramid no more. The new age version about to be a virtual reality glasses with an eyeball on top of it. We all about to be doing the same thing. We about to be doing the same thing. And it's their logo though. I'm saying, so we on goddamn Cap-A-Lot Records and stuff. Cap-A-Lot Records. We all capping. Going to jail, going to hell, and can't take care of our kids for things we built and it's somebody else's logo now. Y'all ain't about nothing down here. What's wrong with y'all? Jesus. Now look, the house you have Aquarius in will be the area of life you have to adjust your associations or things you're associated with to see if it match your interests and energy or not. And if you planted bad seeds, you are probably experiencing a tower moment in that area of life. Pardon me. So first house. If you got Aquarius in the first house, you need to adjust who you share personal space with so you can start personally matching the energy with those who are like-minded. If you got Aquarius in the second house, you need to adjust the values you are associated with or some habit you have. Ooh. Aquarius in the second house. You need to adjust the values you are associated with or some habit you have to be free and open enough to be around your matching energy to develop trust and value. Aquarius in the third house. You need to adjust your friend circle and surroundings you're associated with so you can start separating and have that isolation. So once this transit pass and you're protecting that space and not going back, you'll be open enough for that space to be fulfilled with the right people, places, and things or surroundings you need to be in. If you got Aquarius in the fourth house, you need to adjust what private scenarios or family circumstances or people you're close to that you are associated with that don't match your energy so you can start creating that ghosting or isolation energy or black sheep energy and start being in that location where you can start fulfilling that area that the right people, places, and things you can start developing closeness with could be there. Even if you got to make a new family. Aquarius in the fifth house. You have to adjust your character and way you express yourself during this time so it can match the energy you want to associate yourself with, aka you got to look the part or you got to play the part right now. You got to start playing the part. You got to stop procrastinating, or if you probably got a blocked solar plexus chakra if you're planting bad seeds. So start producing so you can even have a potential of a crowd that you can start expressing yourself around, that you can feel more comfortable with. Let's say if you got Aquarius in the sixth house. This is going to be adjust your work ethic or responsibility so you can take some time to work on your associations in some type of way to develop a routine and pattern or to build rapport. If you got Aquarius in the seventh house, there's going to be adjust your relationships or the way you relate so you can associate yourself with the right partnership or networking that match your energy for your goals. Aquarius in the eighth house. There's going to be adjust something with your passions, sexual energies, or desires or motivations so you can be more open to your matching energies because you're probably doing some self-sabotaging energy if you planted bad seeds. That's blocking you from being open to these new situations. Ninth house. If you got Aquarius in the ninth house, adjust your morality, education, or experiences so you can be free enough to open your mind to new things and experiences and places that match your energy. If you got Aquarius in the 10th house, adjust your business, career, or status so it can match the energy of your goals. So you need to adjust something that deals with the gossip you be into or your business itself and your status and what you're known for, and adjust something in that area so you can start to be in a space that more match the energy that you can start to build a business off of. Let's say if you got Aquarius in the 11th house, adjust your associations, associates, and your public persona so you could be around more like-minded individuals or start seeing that potential to be in that space and stop putting energy into the way you was presenting yourself before so you can stop manifesting those type of circumstances and people. And if you got Aquarius in the 12th house, right, adjust your dreams, delusions, and creative attributes so you can look and represent the things that match your energy more. So you might need to adjust a delusion, express yourself so you can realize if you're in a delusion or not, or if it's creative, and then start to put yourself into a situation where you can start matching what it actually is once you come to that conclusion during this time based upon the experiences and the events and the outcomes, and then start playing out the energy that match where you actually trying to see yourself at, where you put your faith, beliefs, and imaginations in. You know what I'm saying? And that's it for that. I think should I go ahead because I forgot to upload because I had stuff to do. I forgot to upload the readings. So I'm trying to think should I stop right now. I'll go for a couple more minutes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is some time that we in right now that we need to start putting energy working. We in the middle of the summer now. So it's starting to lead up to cuffing season too. So that's why rapport got to be built. Like stuff just can't be snapped like a finger. Like it has to be experiences and stuff. So when you develop enough rapport and for y'all to be on y'all business, career, and other half journeys and stuff like that, it'll start to play out around cuffing season. But you'll have that potential already set in stone as a seed planet with good waters based upon this energy right now during the summer. So it's about going with the flow, not trying to snap your finger and be too harsh or something, or trying to move too fast, like, and stuff. Like, just slow down, go with the flow, and present yourself though. So do things with your communities and stuff like that, and things that got to do with God, and all that will solidify into the solid world around cuffing season, that it'll already be like that already. And then it'll be a thing where it's solidified and decisions is made without a second question. But it'll be another situation if people bullshit for the next couple months. Then it'll be more tower moments, more wish I shoulda couldas, or why the universe this and the universe that, and the universe ain't working for you. So don't be thinking everything's supposed to happen for you in your way, and it ain't happening to you. Don't be thinking there's always something against you. It's happening through you. You're just a representation of that energy at the moment. So you're not supposed to get lost in that energy itself like a bias and be like, oh, this, I hate this thought, this feeling, these actions. Just let it go through you. I said, as a spirit, you're supposed to develop your own thoughts and feelings and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, your actions will always be on a more higher octave than other people's actions, even the people who did you wrong. If you was to express yourself, it ain't like they could say anything about it, because they on the negative end. So they just got to hold their water. And that's what you're supposed to do anyway. We just had a time that we're being more wise. Because the things that some of these people did to y'all, you really ain't supposed to have no remorse. For real. Like, you really supposed to be the most negative as possible and stuff like that. But we in a spiritual awakening right now. So we giving grace to a lot of demonic humans, and letting them be negative every now and then, even if they choose to like smell their own butt because they think people don't think that way. But really powerful spirits like think that way. Really anybody with common sense. Some of y'all got family members that was so treacherous to y'all and stuff like that. You remind them every time you see them what they done, and it really be justified too. It ain't like you gonna get no karma for doing that. But we just reaching a time right now where we taking it easy on individuals. We letting people do things to us, and we even giving them grace. We ain't saying things all the way down to people trolls are straight dox us. We don't waste our time trying to drop their names and dox them and stuff like that. We ain't got time for that. We in a spiritual awakening. Thank you so much for the donation, Letitia. Letitia TV, I appreciate that for the bottom heart. Real stuff. Real stuff. Yeah, because that lets us know we connected in the same spiritual world. Because we all having similar experiences, just in our own circumstances. So different situations, same energy. So that's how we help each other. And that's what we all hear, what we're supposed to do, and things of that nature. But just the shadow government sometimes like to stop that and create agents out of people that almost be understanding, because they need to stay in control, and they still need numbers. So they just create allegories to make people do what they want them to do anyway, and give them conveniences to make it seem like they're not doing these things. And these sheep-minded, low-hanging fruit people will use these things to combat the people that's actually trying to change the world so things could be better. So it's like the narcissism be at an all-time high. And we don't got no time for that. The narcissism is at an all-time high. But yeah, so but the spiritual people don't give up. Like, I ain't gonna give up. I ain't gonna stop trying. Like, we ain't doing nothing else on earth anyway. And then I'm gonna try this one thing one more time. But I ain't no cult. I just need people to know that. I ain't no cult. You know what I'm saying? I just need people to know that I ain't no cult. It ain't what we do but it ain't what we do, is how we do it. So just because it's like I'm about to build like a little team or something like that, or whatever like that, that don't mean it's a cult or none of that. It's people on a spiritual mission. You know what I'm saying? Trying to express and take over the world. So we got missions. And the objective is to attack business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics. And then we all find our footprints in these sands and then start transmuting the world to make it look more like an easier thing that people don't have to break a nail or melt a steel-toe Timberland boot with the Jesus logo on the side. But instead of a Jordan with a ball, it's a Jesus with a cross. So for the most part, we don't have to make these things hard. We can have these things without breaking these things or melting these steel-toe boots. You know what I'm saying? Or breaking no nail. All it takes is character. And showing it as an example. And then before you know it, the whole shadow government is copying us. Stuff like, because they already copying me, and I'm a one-man band. Imagine if I was already doing, or we was already doing the stuff that these Masons be secretly watching me and having conversations about because they did it. You know what I'm saying? Like they'd be supporting and stuff like that. Like I already had them type of back discussion stuff. But other than that, because they not trying to harm people. Like that's getting into Jesuit type stuff. But it's almost like a joke too to them, like stuff that they could conversate about. Like look at humans not doing what we always know that they ain't gonna do anyway, which is why we in this position right now. To them, it's like funny to them, and it's funny every time somebody come try and stuff. Like it's funny to them because it's like in their mind they've been there and done that, and the reason why they're in the position that they in right now because of the stuff that y'all hate of the world. In their mind, they like we had to do it this way. Because y'all gonna be flunked anyway. So the group of people that we didn't got together with, we got to keep it like this. And that's why we get this weird concept of oral tradition, stuff that y'all think is hidden from y'all and stuff like that. Because of the mind state that any human will be in. You know what I'm saying? Once you use your common sense, you'll start to understand they just humans with blood, just like you. Stop giving them power they don't got. And when you use your common sense, you'll start to realize spiritually you in the same space any other human to be in. So a lot of times you just need to learn how to have common sense and you'll get a lot of things. You got a little friend circle right now that y'all got inside jokes. Okay, that's a small spectrum of occultism and behind closed doors energies where you got a friend circle, but you and 3 other friends got an inside joke that the other rest of y'all friends don't know. So when y'all all around each other, you and the other 3 could say something that the other 9 ain't in on or something like that. That's a small portion of what I'm talking about. And anytime one or the other may tell the other 9 the inside joke, y'all little 4 that know the inside joke, one of y'all get mad at something and try to have a conversation with the other one by themselves or something like that. So on a global scale, that's what the shadow government doing. So even though they're doing a lot of things that goes against your nature, when you separate out of your bias, the thing that they standing on is things that all y'all humans got. See what I'm saying? And just some of y'all use it, some of y'all don't. They're in a space that they just using it. Y'all in a space, y'all just like to fight each other. And create weird resistance amongst each other. So it really just be them laughing again. Hey, our witchcraft of divide and conquer working too. It's like they just be throwing all kind of stuff and y'all don't even be seeing it. You don't see them dividing. You know what I'm saying? You don't never see Queen Elizabeth and Prince James and them dividing or nothing like that. You see them keeping order. They got a ceremony every year about something that they force everybody to watch through the algorithms. How the hell did that shit be getting 100,000 views? Don't nobody care about that, but it be getting 100,000 views, all kind of stuff. They force you to watch that in your algorithms, like the Super Bowl. You ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? Well, we gonna start doing something like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, they ain't got no choice. And our views and stuff be genuine because we got the whole world. Last time I checked, we made YouTube the new TV. Content creators and the people who watch, we're connected, so we're more interested into each other than TV. So of course it's going to turn into something that we don't realize that is just a new TV, but we ain't even thinking about it like that because it's a new world. But that's basically what it is. So that's the power right there. So if we was to know our power, that makes us some bad motherfuckers. So who said we can't do that? And then when we do our little ceremonies, we shut the whole world down. We already shut the whole world down without even thinking about it. We made online a new TV. I don't see no other example about anything else. So I don't see why what I'm talking about ain't possible there. But if we're not doing it as an example, then for the most part, we just talking a good game. We ain't doing it. We just sitting here talking a good game, and then it might be a small handful of people. So those people might be talking and doing the work. but they might look like they just talking a good game too, because they just doing it by themselves. For example, just like people like me, you know what I'm saying? Then it can be looked at like me, but then it's the proof in the pudding always coming around though. You know what I'm saying? So it just end up being like the shadow government just copying me and people like me. They're not copying all of us. You know what I'm saying? Or it just end up being me transmuting or me having something in the back pocket, real back pockety. Not all of us. So, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, we got to get out of these little small distractions they be having us in throughout the weeks and the months that I get. Because we all got our life. You know what I'm saying? But we have to work every day throughout these weeks and months and stuff like that as trying to transmute the life we already in and make it blend in with what we're trying to do at the moment. And then it'll get better and better and better when God see consistency, though. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing sometimes humans lack. Consistency. It's not enough demonic expectation there to make a human develop enough care to hold in and hold it down. Loyalty, all foot in, foot out to that goal. Consistency. Sometimes there don't be enough demonic shaking hands and not enough demons there at time to make a human be like, all right, I'm all foot in. But then when you start to realize you're not producing, you always have to run back to God anyway and be realizing I'm looking for demons and I don't need to be looking in this space anymore. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Why this troll in here just listening to me and just responding to anything that I say sounds stupid. They just said the dumbest thing in the world. I'm inconsistent. And they won't be able to even catch up to anything I did in life. Anything you do in real life is going to manifest in other areas by itself. So I ain't even just talking about uploading videos. It'll take you about 3 lifetimes to catch up to me in that area. But then other than that, other things besides that, my energy's so up. That ain't nothing. That in today's time, a person look at that like, oh, I put in work. Man, to me, that ain't work. I'm doing this at a time. That's just who you got to be, who you are. So it's just going to be naturally looking like that. That ain't work. Work is with everything I do. I'll be sitting here talking for days. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. All the way down to you probably a guitarist or something like that. And you old and past your prime. You ain't got more music than me. So just for you to catch up in videos, you won't be able to find the time to catch up in music with me. But I can do these in one time, everything. You can't catch up to no angel. You need to chill. You know what I'm saying? And then you will need help. I do everything by myself. Own equipment, own engineering, own equalizing, own mastering, own recording, everything. And you still won't be able to catch up to me in that area in one lifetime. Knowledge, nothing. You don't know more than me. It don't matter what you think you just learned and what science just came out with. I already know about it. So it don't matter what it is. I'm from the hood. But it could be a college curriculum. It could be a philosophy. It could be intellectual terms. It don't matter what it is. I already know about it. I know how to piece it together. I know what it's about. Can't nobody get nothing past me. You won't be able to catch up with me in information. You got to read a whole lot of books I don't even have to read, and I already know about all of them. You know what I'm saying? And I dare you to prove. Try to test. You can't test Uriel's. Don't challenge. You can't challenge no angel. I prove it every time. I don't be somebody up here just talking or whatever like that. I like proving it. I can't wait till somebody challenge. Because it's so many, I did this for so many eons, I done carved it into 1 or 2 words. It ain't something I even got to have a whole dialogue about. It don't matter what it is. I make it simple in 3 or 4 words, period. Because it's some familiar. It's already back pockety. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you get ready to pull out, I dealt with that last eon. I dealt with that 10 eons ago. And I'd have been through every person that came up with any kind of thought or feeling about that space. So it ain't no other thought that you couldn't express that I never seen before. You know what I'm saying? Without familiarity too. Not something I seen once or 2 times. Thousands of eons. And you don't even have the amount of ideas and feelings of different points of views about it than me. Like not only am I seen it in all kinds of forms, I didn't seen it in more eons in other different creative ideas by me just being me and creative. So it'll be eons for you to catch up to the ideas I didn't add it to it. It's like you can't fuck with me. For real. I mean that. I don't even know how to express that in no deeper way, because this body is so limited. You think I look just like you. If I wasn't in this body right now and I could pick a form as a liquid and gas that can mimic this body, you really know what I'm talking about, for real. You can't see everything I'm talking about right now. Real stuff. This is limited, what I'm saying. Real stuff. But it come from a place where you just can't understand. Almost to that point, you'd be at the family reunion, somebody'd be like, I didn't want to go to school from that. You know what I'm saying? They could have said that peacefully. The way that they said it, you got to be like, dang, where'd that come from? So take that, what I'm saying right now, and everything that I'm saying, but you don't know everywhere it's coming from. It's coming from a different place. And it just make you think, like, where's all that come from? You have to become a troll and sit there and watch me and binge watch all my videos when you're a troll, to sit there and be like, what's to this? Sit there and try to judge something from a distance. Try to sit here and analyze something or something like that. You will never get it. You shouldn't even try to get it. You ain't God. You ain't close to no God's children. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. I'm tired of humans. That's demons. Humans like that, they're lost into a desire. That's demons. And they desire to try to shut somebody else down that they can't. Demons is worse than the shadow government. I got to worry about the shadow government trying to demonetize stuff. I got a ancient ass demon chasing me around and stuff like that, trying to shut me down. You worse than the shadow government. You somebody in the same position as me. And trying to make me an enemy. But I'm used to that. I don't really care. I already know how humans work. I always make enemies for no reason, though. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I know too damn much. When you're an energy that know too damn much, you, like a spirit, don't even know what to do. You don't even know how to take that. They might not even look at you like you know a lot. It's other energies they're dealing with why they start to mess with you or something like that, or attracted to become a troll. They don't know what's going on. But I got their energy all binded up in some type of vortex. So, but I can't use their energy no more. They dried up like a prune. So I got to wait till they go somewhere and charge up. So that's why I'm not so as open as arm to them as I was a few days ago. Because like I can't take nothing else from that sponge at this moment. So I'm getting it elsewhere at this moment. But right now, just they're trying to drink from me. But they just so much of a prune. Like they're a version of the way a demon drink. They don't necessarily drink. You know what I'm saying? They just try to act like they're getting their entertainment suited or something like that. But at the end of the day, they still got to suffer in their own mess. It's impossible to drink from an angel. An angel got to open itself up to it, positive or negative. That's to be the only way you can use an angel and it actually work. The angel got to actually accept determined conditions and allow it. So when you negative, it definitely ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? You can only just get reminded how retarded you is. That's it. You cannot manifest off using, even if you think I'm satire, and let's say you're a content creator, going against me, it would never work. You know what I'm saying? It would never work. It'll always be a failure. You think it's something exciting at the beginning, going against Uriel, but it'll always be a failure at the end. You make yourself look stupid. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to attack angles the way angels attack angles and stuff like that. You only know how to be flunked out and come at a Masonic angle. And then you don't think it's Masonic because you don't know no Masons. But you don't know your whole brain is constructed in their mathematical concept. The way they made you a man and woman was specifically fart cloud trolls, that man. The way they made y'all is in their type of ideology. So you think you coming up with your own ideas, but to an angel, you ain't. So anything you can say, I automatically know who you are, what you about, and how much of a fart cloud you is. And that's what demons hate, because you got that intelligence, you got that ability. Anytime you're a spirit that got that ability, a demon can't get over you. Because that even goes down to relationships. When you another person that don't allow another human to get away with their bullshit in certain subtle areas, that be the reason why they don't like you. They don't really got nothing to do with nothing else. They could probably secretly like you and stuff like that. But if they don't allow you, if you look like a person that it seems like you will never allow them to get away with their bullshit in a subtle level. And when I say bullshit on a subtle level, it's like secret narcissism, where it's like a person try to bring you on their level because they think this is what it means to be a good person in the world. So a person will use your intelligence as a form of you being higher than them or your success. And they would try to justify it for you to bring you back down to their level just because you got something more than what they made a compare and contrast in their head. That is something to be important. You know what I'm saying? And therefore, if you don't allow them to show, if you don't allow them to make you feel like you care about that, then they always create different kind of ways to break you back down. But that really be the main objective, to make you not feel like you something that you think you are, that you might be getting away with in their mind. And it's the most demonic thing in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll make a spirit have to be low as with their own ego and their personal life to even see a person through the eyes of that lens. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're a person that's already good spirited, you like to see everybody the way you see yourself. So thanks so much for the cash app. I was scared to see the name. But when you're around people who don't even see themselves a certain way, how dare another person that they aware of see themselves away and call themselves a certain name or something like that? Yeah, this might be a troll. How dare this person see themselves a certain way? I got to tell this person that they're just like me. You ain't supposed to be seeing yourself a certain way. Let me prove to this. That's really what it be. But they use Masonic knowledge to make it seem like it's something else. You see how butthurt they is? They gotta troll. They gotta get rid. They try to get rid of me. They're like, get him, stop him, please. And I'm a complete stranger to these people. They're like, please. Please get rid of him. I don't like him being in this world teaching. I don't like him thinking he is teaching. This ain't teaching. This ain't nothing. What is this? Please get him off this earth so I can laugh and not be nobody myself and just talk about other people who think they're somebody. Please, can we get these people off this earth? Please. These people probably pray and stuff like that. It's basically praying on downfalls. That's all it is. I don't know what give people these type of energies. But that's all it is. They really don't want no further than that. But yeah, I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Not these damn trolls and stuff like that. But for the most part, you know, people who are on a spiritual path, you know, get prepared. We're going through the full moon right now. We got like probably an hour left and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and finish these things so I can upload it because it's still early. So let me go ahead and get these alchemy, moon, and sun alignments out so I can start working on the other ones, and then I put those out on the road or wherever, or in the middle of planning while I'm trying to see where I want to set up this lecture and stuff like that to build my little resume or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, on to the next spiritual mission. And y'all stay spiritually protected, because if you're part of my soul group subconscious community, these is the energies you need to be aware of. You see, you gonna get haters. You gonna get haters out of nowhere. You know why? Just by you being you. But when you're a powerful spirit, you gonna love to say things like that. You're gonna love to tell people, man, I love you just for being you, because you like how yourself is and stuff. But then you're gonna reach situations where you can't even do that because you manifesting too many people who don't love themselves. So you're gonna feel weird even saying that, because you know, telling a person you love them for just being themselves, they ain't shit but a troll. Ain't that about a bitch? You see the world we in, y'all? But I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Real shit.